The Cadillac Brougham is a line of luxury cars manufactured by Cadillac from the 1987 through the 1992 years. It was the 1986 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham, with the Fleetwood tag dropped. The optional extra luxurious Elegance package introduced during the Fleetwood era remained available. The model received a facelift in 1990. Early history: originally used for a single horse-drawn enclosed carriage for 2 to 4 people, the A-OE Brougham owes its name to British statesman, Henry Brougham. Cadillac first used the name in 1916 to designate an enclosed 5 to 7 passenger sedan body style. In the 30s, the name was given to a formal body style with open chauffeur compartment and enclosed rear quarters, metal roof and often razor-edged styling. When Cadillac started offering Fleetwood bodies on some of its cars in 1925, the Brougham body style was Fleetwood bodied every year with the exception of 1926. After 1937 the Brougham name was not applied to any Cadillac for the remainder of the pre-World War II period. The Brougham name would eventually reappear on the 1955 Cadillac Eldorado Brougham show car which preceded the four-door Eldorado Brougham hardtops of the 1957 to 1960 model years. The 1957 Cadillac Series 70 Eldorado Brougham joined the 60 Special and the Series 75 as the only Cadillac models with Fleetwood bodies, although Fleetwood script or crests did not appear anywhere on the exterior of the car, and so this would also mark the first time in 20 years that a Fleetwood-bodied car was paired with a Brougham name. After a 5-year absence the Brougham name reappeared as an option package on the 1965 Cadillac 60 Special. The following year the Brougham moved up to becoming a subseries of the Fleetwood 60 Special. This continued through 1970. Starting in 1971 the 60 Special was only available as the well-equipped Fleetwood 60 Special Brougham. When the 60 Special series was retired in 1977, the Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham took its place as Cadillac's most luxurious owner-driven large sedan model through 1986. The Brougham finally became a separate model from 1987 through 1992. This was the last Cadillac to be produced with no airbags. Description: although the vehicle was identical to the 1986 model, the former Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham, the last remaining rear-wheel drive Cadillac, was renamed in 1987 to Brougham. The Cadillac Fleetwood had been introduced as a new, smaller breed of front-drive Cadillac in 1985. And the confusion over the Fleetwood name being applied to two very different automobiles prompted the name change for 1987. As it had been since the 1970s, the optional Elegance package offered even more luxurious appointments, including button-tufted seating and rear seat reading lamps. The rear-wheel drive Cadillac Brougham, in addition to rival Lincoln's similar town car, was popular among coach builders who manufactured stretched limousines on the Brougham's architecture. Construction of the Cadillac Brougham was performed at the Clark Street Cadillac Assembly Plant in Detroit, Michigan from 1985 until 1987. Some early model year 1988 Broughams were produced there in late 1987. Beginning in 1988 and continuing through 1992, Broughams were produced at Arlington Assembly in Arlington, Texas. The 11th digit of the van indicates plant assembly. A 9 as the 11th digit indicates a Detroit Brougham. A indicates an Arlington Brougham. Van 9 Broughams were actually produced in 1987 to 1990, although rare, can be found as commercial chassis vehicles, and generally have a higher output Oldsmobile 307L G8 engine and different transmissions, depending on the use. Generally speaking, minor differences between 1987 and 1988 can be found, such as carburetor assembly. While these cars all used Rochester Quadrajet electronic 4-barrel carburetors, differences include an electronic versus vacuum idle load compensator, as well as an electronic versus climactic choke system. The Van 9 engine is the high-output version of the base LV2 307 van code Y and shares most parts with it. The HO engine is the same engine that was used in the rear-wheel drive Oldsmobile 442. The Brougham wore a cross-hatch grille in 1987 and 1988 which was an identical recast of the 1981 grille. The Brougham received a new vertical slat grille for 1989, which was similar to the 1980 grille. The 1980 grille had 5 horizontal sections, the 1989 to 1992 had 3 horizontal sections. A 1990 facelift was necessitated by a rebodied town car from rival Lincoln. For 1990, Brougham received a new digital dash cluster inside, and composite headlamps, contemporary tail-lamp lenses, flush bumper moldings, and an optional Chevrolet 350 V8. Door-mounted automatic front seat belts became standard, as no driver's side airbag was available. For 1991, the LV2 V8 was replaced by a Chevrolet F558 that produced 170 horsepower, while the Chevrolet 350 produced 185 horsepower. The 1992 models received no major changes, as it was its final year. The last Cadillac Brougham rolled off the assembly line on June 5, 1992. Brougham used the 121.5-inch wheelbase D-body platform, which was used in the pre-1987 model. The Fleetwood name returned to the RWD model with a major redesign for 1993, and Brougham again was an option package, as it had been in 1965. Premier roof option equals. Owing to the Brougham's heritage, a vinyl roof covering was considered a sign of a formal and luxurious automobile. In 1988, the Premier roof option was available, giving the standard Brougham a very formal look. Though costly at $895, it altered the overall appearance greatly. It included a vinyl covering of not only the entire roof of the car but also the B-pillar, and the rear quarter window surround. This option was available in 1988 and 1989 until Brougham's 1990 restyling, wherein a slight variation of it became the standard roof treatment. Powertrains, engines, 1987 a Euro 1990, 5.0 litres LV2 V8, 140 horsepower, 1991 a Euro 1992, 5.0 litres Chevrolet F558, 170 horsepower, 1990 a Euro 1992, 5.7 litres LO5/LLO F558, 175 to 185 horsepower, transmissions, 4-speed turbo hydromatic 200-4 or automatic with Oldsmobile V8, 4-speed 4L60 automatic with Chevrolet V8S. References